Hey everybody, how you doing? Mikey's back with a dip review. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Was out sourcing some product, revisiting some of the mini marts I'd been to early on in my dip hunting career. Just looking for stuff that wasn't on my radar at the time, that maybe they have that I hadn't paid attention to. Walked into one of them and they had Grizzly wide cut Wintergreen. Now, the first can I grabbed was out of date, seriously out of date. And, oh, that one's out of date. And, oh, that's the first time. Guy grabbed me another can, put it down. I looked at it. It was in date. Yay! So I grabbed a couple of sodas, went back over. Yeah, I'll take this one. And I grabbed the wrong can. The fresh one went back on the shelf, and I bought the out-of-date can. Now, I've already cracked this open just to check it. And according to the date, this was made in March of 2022. So this thing is nearly 3 years old. I cracked it open to see what we were getting myself into. It's got good wintergreen aroma still. Looks okay. Touch on the dry side, but it's still got pretty good amount of moisture in there, which was kind of impressive. The thing that gives me pause is the lid. We have corrosion on the lid. Now what happens is the alkalizers and the salts that they use for curing the tobacco and getting it ready and bringing out nicotine content, the tobacco comes in contact with the metal lid and it reacts and you get this corrosion. You can kind of see where it's kind of, the tobacco is kind of stuck there and it does its little corrosion game. Now, where this is sitting, the corrosion is dead center in the middle of this can. Now, I don't know if that gives any off flavors or anything, so I'm going to avoid the middle of the can. I'm going to pinch from the side where there's very little signs of any corrosion and contact. Still getting that nice Grizzly wintergreen aroma is there. It smells really good, actually. It does have plenty of moisture content. Moisture is not an issue here, but the thing that gives me pause is, are there any off flavors that came from that reaction to the metal can into the tobacco? So I'm going to avoid the middle of the can. I'm going to pinch from the side. Let this be a lesson to you guys. Learn how to read the date codes. For Grizzly products, you see where it says the very last digits, C2? The very last one's C2. C is the month code. January, February, March, ABC. March. 2 is the year, 2022. So this was made in March of 2022. The other one I was looking at was made in October of 2024, which give you your 6-month shelf life freshness date. It would have been fine. This one, unfortunately, because I grabbed the wrong can and I wasn't paying attention, is nearly 3 years old. Yet, plenty of wintergreen aroma. The only thing that really gives me pause about a 3-year-old can of dip, especially the moisture content, it might be a touch on the dry side, but it's still got plenty of moisture, is this darn corrosion. So, because I don't know if that imparts any bad flavors or any bad juju or anything. So I'm just going to avoid that. So let me get a pinch from the side of this can. Now this is their wide cut, which looking at it, yeah, the cut does look a little different from your standard Grizzly wintergreen. Now that I'm getting my fingers in there, maybe it is a touch on the dry side. It's moist, but it's probably not as moist as it should be. As it juices up, it'll get some moisture. I'm being a slob. Wiping my fingers off on my pants. They're old jeans. I don't care. Okay. It's in. If I don't live through this video, the moral of the story, don't dip 3-year-old Grizzly. Wintergreen flavor. Some wintergreen burn. It didn't go in feeling excessively dry. If I had to compare it to anything, Copenhagen. Actually, probably Skoal. Skoal tends to be a little bit more on the drier side. That's probably about the moisture content. Whew. Good wintergreen flavor. It's held its flavor quite well. But yeah, I'm a fool. I paid $8 for a 3-year-old can of dip. Yeah, and there was a fresh one right there. But no, I was an idiot. That's what I get for not paying attention. And I think the logo is different on the fresh can too. And I didn't. I was in a hurry. Probably had to pee or something. I don't know. But I grabbed the wrong can. Holding together nicely. Probably because it's a wider cut. I don't know. Good flavor. Nice wintergreen. Get that wintergreen burn, that little bit of wintergreen tingle. A lot of guys are die-hard Grizzly wintergreen fans. That's all they dip. I'm one of those guys who likes variety, so I try a little bit of everything. Juicing up quite nicely. Definitely got good wintergreen flavor. I like Grizzly wintergreen flavor. It's good stuff. The thing that keeps me from dipping this all the time is the price. I can get just as good a wintergreen flavor for half the price. And it's also a U.S. smokeless product. It's called Cougar. Fred likes Cougar too. I named my alligator head Fred. Christmas gift from my daughter. She gets me. She knows I like weird stuff. Yeah. Yeah, they had some snow up in the northern part of the state where my daughter lives with her grandkids. And they are snowed in because they live up on top of a hill, nice steep driveway. It's a solid sheet of ice. They can't go down there without sliding down the hill and winding up in the neighbor's pasture after they take out the fence. So they're all stuck at home. She's stuck at home with a pair of 3-year-olds, soon to be 4, and she's got a 5-year-old. All boys in the house, alone with her. She's probably going nuts right now. But yeah, my oldest grandkid, he's a bit of a chick magnet. He's in kindergarten. Apparently, he's very popular with the girls already. Yeah. Ask him how many girlfriends he's got. Oh, a lot. How many's a lot? I don't know. And he starts rattling off like a dozen names, you know. But yeah, apparently he's very popular with the ladies. He takes after me. Yeah. Me? Nah. I'm popular with one lady for the last 35 years. Yeah. But yeah, classic Grizzly wintergreen. Just a slight variance in the cut. And looking at the cut, it's definitely a little chunkier than standard Grizzly. This is their standard 1.2 ounce can. Is this all American tobacco or not? Nope. 90% U.S. tobacco, 10% imported. Come on, Grizzly. You're charging $8 a can. Why is it not 100% American tobacco? Your competitors are doing it. Why can't you? I don't know. Maybe it's they want to get that flavor. A little bit of some foreign leaf to change up their flavor a little bit. I don't know. Straight wintergreen flavor. A little bit of dark fire tobacco flavor creeping in there. But for the most part, it's wintergreen, front and center. The wintergreen is the star of the show. Get some wintergreen burn going on in there. Not overbearing wintergreen burn, but it's definitely there. Nicotine content is good. Pretty darn good. Not bad at all. Overall, solid product. Slightly different cut from your standard Grizzly Wintergreen. That's the main variance. I'm not catching any metallic taste from the lid because I made sure to pinch from the edge of the can, not grab any of the stuff in the middle. I might get in here with a spoon, scoop out the stuff in the middle, toss that, and I'll just dip the rest of the can. Maybe add a drop or two of water to get a little more moisture to it. But for a 3-year-old can of dip, not bad at all. Still got plenty of flavor. Has some moisture to it still. No complaints other than that corroded lid. So yeah. Well done, Grizzly. After 3 years, still got flavor. Still dip worthy. Got to give them kudos for that. I've opened up cans of old dip before and they're like drier than anything after a couple of years. This one, no. Held its seal pretty good. Good moisture content. Still got great flavor. Really good flavor. If you like Wintergreen, definitely worth checking out. If you can find wide cut. The wide cut is a little bit more difficult to locate. This is the only place I'd seen it around. It was probably the first time I went in, but it wasn't on my radar at the time. So anyway, Grizzly, wide cut, Wintergreen. Nice Wintergreen flavor. Dark fire tobacco, a little bit in there creeping around. And I'm getting a couple of floaters now because I've been talking and it's starting to creep over my molar a little bit. Nothing out of control. Just a quick flick of the tongue and it goes right back over. The only thing that gives me pause is the fact that it's an old can of dip and I have the corrosion on the can. So I'm going to scoop out the part that came in direct contact with the can just in case there's any metallic taste that leached into it or any other not so pleasant stuff that came from the metal lid. I really don't want that in my mouth. But here I am with a 3-year-old pinch of dip in my mouth telling you guys what I won't put in my mouth. Yeah. I do have some pretty weird stuff inbound from Mr. Snuff. Mr. Snuff carries some weird stuff. He has Makla, which is, I believe it's made in Belgium, but it's mainly meant for the African market. If you've ever seen Suit Tie Dip and Chew Guys reviews of Makla, it's definitely a different animal. So I'm not sure why, but well, I know why. It was cheap. It was on sale. It was dirt cheap. I spent like $6 and I got 3 cans of the stuff on inbound. And there's also a tobacco paste. I never knew such a thing existed. It comes in a toothpaste tube, and apparently you can brush your teeth with it if you want to. We'll find out when it arrives. Hopefully Customs won't seize it. But yeah, I got some weird stuff coming. There'll be some weird reviews. Mikey's going to try and kill himself. I haven't killed myself with a 3-year-old can of dip. Maybe Makla or tobacco paste will do the job. I don't know. Anyway, if you enjoy the content, be sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate it. I do have a Patreon page that I've started as a precaution for if and when YouTube decides to come after me for tobacco content on their platform. It's free to sign up over on Patreon. The reviews here, they're available over there a week before they hit YouTube. So there's a chat room over there. You can go into the chat room, ask questions, post pictures of your tobacco finds and stuff like that. If there's other people in the chat room at that moment, you can talk with them in real time. It's kind of cool. Neat little feature they have over there. I do have a paid section over there. Right now, there's not much there, so don't bother with the paid section. Just do a free membership. You'll get 99% of the content free of charge. Why? Because I don't think I'm worth $3 a month. At least not yet. Although a little bit of revenue would be nice to help me pay for some of this dip, but yeah, right now, I'm okay financially. I can afford to spend some money. It's a fun hobby. Yeah. Anyway, Grizzly, wide cut, Wintergreen. Great Wintergreen flavor. Holds together well. As long as you buy a fresh can and not a 3-year-old can, you're in for a treat. If you're like an idiot like me and puts the fresh can back and buys the 3-year-old can by mistake, you may have to deal with some corrosion on the lid. Only thing I can tell you is I would not recommend dipping the stuff that came in direct contact with the corrosion. It might be okay, it might not. I'm not going to take that chance. So yeah, that's just me. If you're feeling daring, go for it. Let me know how your results turn out. Anyway, this has been Mikey. This has been Grizzly Wide Cut Wintergreen. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Take care.